Hey y'all, and welcome back to Wine Down with Lee. Today we are going to get into this beautiful colorful eye that I created all on my own. I'm so proud of myself. If you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Hey, come on in and take a look at this baby. Look, 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 look. Of course, I'm going to start off using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and you saw the shade up there, which is Living My Best Life. That brush that I'm using is the Morphe 506. The other one that I'll be using is the M213. Now, both of these are very small brushes, and I'm using them because this look requires a lot of detail, as you can see. You gotta get in there, so you gotta get in there, okay? Now, I will tell you this. This is probably not going to be your typical tutorial to walk you through this entire look because clearly you can see exactly what I'm doing, right? But I will say this. I was looking on YouTube and it may just be me and my search. And I did find just one person that kind of showed me what I was looking for when I was looking for how to do such a detailed look like this, which was Tiffany Jones. Her tutorials are like, man, they're awesome. She is awesome at this. When I tell you this graphic liner, all that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's other people that do it as well. I just have not found them just yet. Okay. Now, as you saw, I just put on that base, which is the P. Louise base in the shade number 2. Back to my conversation, which was finding individuals that actually do looks like this. So my curiosity was piqued within myself because I'm always looking at people do Instagram looks and Pinterest looks and those fire looks on Facebook, and they always look so nice and they have multiple colors. They will do double cut creases, and my interest was just piqued, trying to figure out how in the world do they do this. And I will tell you, number one is patience, okay, baby? If you don't come with your game face on, and if you are not a patient person, don't try this at home, okay? It just won't work, sis. It won't work because you gotta have patience because it takes time because of the detail. So that's one thing that I definitely learned from doing this look. Aside from me trying to record and do something very new that I've never done before, yeah, it was just a humbling experience to say the least. Okay, so just make sure your patience is there. Now, I won't emphasize that anymore. I'm doing a standard cut crease here, as you can see, and I'm just taking it further out on the wing. Okay, and make sure that your base is dry as always before you go in with any color when you are doing a cut crease of any sort. Now I'm just checking to see if everything was, symmetrical per se. Now we're going with the Juvia places. I know I'm probably going to say this wrong. Voila. Oh, voila. Child, the whatever it was. I'm going in with that shade of blue that you see me putting on right. And then I'm going back in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. That's a pretty purple shade. I'm going in with that pretty purple shade. And of course, any look with purple to me is just gorgeous. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I think that's right. I said it right. Voila. Now I'm going in with the shade Jealous. Now, what you see me doing right here is I'm just basically packing it on. I don't know if you've been told, but when you want color to show, you put it on first and it's going to be very translucent. After that, you go back in with that same color and you pack it on top. What you don't see is the fact that I cut out some of this in this video because it would have been super long of me just building that color on top of each other just so you can make sure that it's seen before I actually start to blend it out, okay? So just keep that in mind that what I'm showing you is sped up 1.5 speed, I believe it is, but the facts still remain is that you have to put enough shadow on top of the shadow to make sure that you can see it from a distance, okay? That's another trick. In addition to making sure you're using a very small brush, okay? And then here I'm just using that 506 to blend those colors together. I'll go back in, pick up some shadows, blend the shadows together, and just put them on top of my eye just to make sure everything looks as if it's running smooth. I did cut out some of that and I went back in off camera and, you know, made sure that it was smooth for the end shot because I felt like I would just bore you to death with just a bunch of blend, 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 blend. Oh my God, I get the point. But if you don't see it enough on here, and if I don't say it enough here, make sure you blend, okay? Blending is key. Blend, 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 blend. Did y'all get that? Blend. Okay. After this, you're going to see me go in with my Swatha gel liner. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Swatha, whatever. The gel liner, right? You just drop some water in that baby and it'll start to come off for you. Just make sure you don't mix them because you know yellow and blue does make green. If you don't want a green liner, don't mix them together. Okay? But I digress. Moving forward, right? Make sure you have a steady hand. Oh, let me go back. That brush that I'm using is a brush that I bought from Amazon as well. That it is a much, much finer tip than the ones that come in the actual liners that you purchase from like CVS or Walgreens. Yeah, it is a much thinner strand of hairs on that brush so you can get in there and get the details going, okay? But just make sure you have a nimble hand when you're actually doing this because if you don't, baby, you will not get your lines straight and it will look kind of jacked up. It'll look different. But after we get done with the gel liner, then we're going to go in with the diamonds, okay? I ordered these diamonds and it came a whole bunch of them. I think it's like 188 pieces off of Amazon, of course. And this is very simple to do. If you have a good pair of tweezers and some duo lash glue, pop that glue where you want those stones to go and you just pop it on top of there and boom, that is it. This is the finished look, you guys. Like I said, I did go back in and blend some more, but what do you think? Are you in love? I am. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye.